I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be.
And a major city yet to be determined in Russia.
Damn you! God damn you all to hell!
Are you ready?
Travis Wayne Goodsell. I'm listening to Barbara McQuaid talk with Chris Hayes about the scam that Barr and Trump tried to pull off in Pennsylvania, Luzerne, I believe. And she had said something that I knew from the first case, and so this now applies to my case, is that you're not supposed to reveal your evidence until it's time to present the evidence. And the previous case, that's what the church was doing, is they were saying, you don't have evidence to support justification for relief, no claim for relief. And that's what they were in essence saying, is that I hadn't presented my evidence. Well, no duh, which is why it's never done, as I told you about the Reuters article. And so it does appear that I can hold the evidence and not present it, and just deliver the case as is, as apparently the church was prepared for me to deliver today. And because they shut down my Google search for my case, and yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, I can hold off and just present it, submit it to everybody on Monday, and when they try to pull it again, I will then respond, bingo. We haven't had an evidentiary hearing, Your Honor. They are attempting to extort you to comply and conform to the extortion that they've made with you, as you are a biased member of the bench. And so, yeah, I think we're all set to go then. Do the waiver of summons, and away we go. So I'll wait until Monday morning, and we'll go from there. But yeah, assembling the evidence was really taking longer than I thought, because they gave so much confessions. Not just the church, but the property manager and landlord. Well, it's technically the property manager who signed a document with all sorts of confessions and all sorts of, oh man. I was just, oh my God. As I'm reading over it, I was realizing there's more than just the couple or few that I saw in the first glance. She was like confessing everything. And so yeah, I didn't see them except for Percy picking up people for the grocery store on Wednesday. But other than that, nobody in the office, nothing. There were the workers working on one of the rooms, but that was it. So yeah, I think telling them that the confession from Samantha would be presented Oh man, that's just. Why do people commit crime and then try to cover it up and try to destroy somebody's life so that they can get away with stuff? I mean, seriously? Just come clean from the beginning. Do the right thing from the beginning, and you don't have to go down this rabbit hole, which is a correct use of rabbit hole, as I had to delete somebody who was not using a correct use of rabbit hole the other day. So, yeah, I made it through the day, but I'm very concerned. I'm going to be woken up at midnight again today. I hope that's not the case. So, yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. So, a needle pulling thread. So maybe that's what was happening. We can speculate and use our feelings to tell what truth is. It's my truth. But having been woken up, I couldn't complete the evidence submission, and therefore find out not too long ago about the whole evidence issue, and that helped me realize, you know what? No, I'm not going to let them dictate the case, because that's what they did before. Is I revealed to the judge in the first case, Judge First, when she held her hearing to dismiss my case, as she was assigned to do, on the 1st of November 2019, I informed her, hey, I found evidence that the church has been paying the person who had me disappeared for 6 years of my life. And you can't do that. That's a crime in and of itself. And so, yeah, she allowed the case to proceed. So I then amended it, and then all hell broke loose. She remained silent for the rest of the time. The church then appeared late and said, oh, hey, we're here. Oh, we didn't return the waiver. It's not on record that we've been served. Oh, but we're here. Exactly. And then they did the motion to dismiss. And the whole thing was all screwed up. And they did that on purpose. And the judges let it happen on purpose to protect and defend the church. And of course, you know that the church is true because they had to protect the church and violate the law. You know, Article of Faith number 12, Mormons. They had to violate the law. And it's not breaking the law when you're defending God. God's church. Yeah? You want to believe that, do you? What about when they turn on you next? See, I didn't do anything to the church. Nothing. I helped them. I went out and went into ancient language studies, deciphered Paleo-Hebrew, found out, hey, the King Follett Discourse translation of Biblical Hebrew is correct by Joseph. He didn't give us much to go on, but I found out what he gave us was correct. And I was able to do more. And that led me to understanding, hey, I need to know more about Egyptian now. And sure enough, walked right into it. I'm looking at Gardner's Egyptian Alphabet and Grammar, and I'm saying, okay, I can't find these picture glyphs in the sign list. Why not? Eventually I find out Budge and others, nope, they don't have them either. They're only getting text characters for their sign list. Egyptologists only translate text. They don't translate the picture glyphs. You need to translate the picture glyphs because guess what? The Bible. All those stories. Wait a minute. That one sounds like this Egyptian picture glyphs translation. This sounds like that one. This one sounds like that. And this one sounds like this one, but that's the same as the other one, but it's a different translation of this one. Walked right into it. I deciphered I deciphered Egyptian petroglyphs as well, and made the discovery that the Bible came from the Egyptian petroglyphs, just as Joseph Smith was doing with the Book of Abraham. And so all Dr. Rittner talking with John DeLynn, and yeah, it's that simple. Listen to him. He talks about text. He focuses on text. Joseph Smith didn't translate text. I agree. He translated the petroglyphs. And he didn't do a full translation either. Because you can read in facsimile number 2, for example, in the explanation, he says, and also, those types of words, which means he's using multiple translations for one character. Nobody caught that until I deciphered Egyptian petroglyphs and then went back to the Book of Abraham and went, oh, it was right there the whole time. Wow. And so, yes, I've been able to more fully translate the Book of Abraham and the Book of Joseph. I think I did a video on the Book of Joseph. Not sure if I did one on the Book of Abraham. But, yeah, it's not complicated, very simple, walked right into it, and came to the church in 1998 as they submitted it as evidence against me that I'm a horrible, terrible terrorist, that I had deciphered Paleo-Hebrew, and then found out that Joseph Smith was correct with his translation. And it's documented. They have the documented. They gave it to me through my discovery packet. And I've showed it to you. So that's what the church is trying to destroy my life for. That I found out the church is true. But wait, Joseph was true, not Brigham. And that's where they went wrong. They should have embraced me. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. I was not their enemy, but they perceived me as an enemy. They needed to keep me close so that they can monitor my discoveries over time. And that they can then be there for damage control and say, oh, well, that's fascinating, Travis. Or even come out and say, Joseph knew all this stuff, we don't know any of it. Just confess. But, oh, they can't. Their position of authority demands that the members of the church believe they have the keys of translation. Yeah. And so, yeah, I became the church's enemy. Not by my choice. I was pursuing finding out that the church was true. And now here we are. These are the consequences of doing bad things. It's not complicated. And all they had to do was just leave me alone. Just let me live my life with my family. Of course, she wanted nothing to do with Hebrew and didn't like her kids being involved with Hebrew, and it seems like there was a conspiracy with her mother and her husband bashing friends that she had up in Canada before we moved down here. But even my mom and parents could have been involved with it. As they say, oh yeah, come on down, we'll take care of Travis, lock him up in the basement, and then you can go back up to Canada with the kids. Just make sure you come down to visit. That's my mom. I know my mom. That's my mom. So it would not surprise me at all. She did say, children belong with their mother. Screw the father. She didn't say that last part, but she said children belong with their mother. Oh, yeah, that's not sexist at all, is it, Mom? So much for the family proclamation. Mom. So, yeah, all of you Mormons who are avoiding my videos, who are abusing me, bashing me, censoring me through YouTube, through Google, through my old website, through my old video channel here on YouTube. You're on the wrong side. And just because they win doesn't mean you're still on the right side. Sometimes you gotta choose the side that is right, not the side that's popular, powerful, or holding you captive.